Hey everybody, Jason here for another Family Jam tutorial and jam. I was so pleased to see all of you jamming away on Isn't It a Pity and sending me those videos. It was super cool. So I'm trying to do something with that. I have very limited video editing skills, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, it was super cool. A lot of fun for me to do. So let's just start the next one. Let's kind of stay in this 60s world for a little bit longer. Sorry for the little ones, but I mean, that was the music, man. That was so much good stuff then. So, and just kind of given the situation where we all just want to reach out and touch our friends in a moment that we just can't, let's visit the Joe Cocker version of With a Little Help from My Friends. The Joe Cocker version, because as maybe most of you know, it is a Beatles song originally, but in 1969, Joe Cocker recorded his cover version and changed the arrangement a little bit and brought this kind of like R&B soul vibe to it, and it has kind of become the definitive version of that song. Even the Beatles loved it. And they were so happy to hear Cocker's rendition of it and kind of thought that his cover of their song was better than the original. So the original is off of Sgt. Pepper's, always a great record to listen to. And then got to pick up the Joe Cocker version as well. I don't have that record, unfortunately, but I need to get it and you need to get it. So this will be a quick tutorial. I'll show you how to play it quickly on all the different instruments. I'm also going to include a little chart in the comment section below for the video where you can download the chart, and a couple other worksheets on piano chords and guitar chords that you could also print out and have along and get working on. And then I'm going to make a separate video for the Family Jam. And I'm already kind of talking to my family about helping us out with that. So let's delve into those instruments. Here we go. All right, guitar. So first things first, this song is in 3/4 or 6/8. I'm kind of not exactly sure how I feel either way. I kind of thought it was in 6/8, but then a lot of the chords change on every third or fourth beat on the downbeat of a 3/4. If none of this makes sense to you, that's totally fine. The point is we're going to be thinking in groups of 3 or in 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So you have that kind of waltz or shuffle feel to this song. Song has 3 main sections: a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. Now the Joe Cocker version differs pretty heavily from the Beatles version. The verse is really sparse. The verse is just bass and vocal. It's one of the best parts of the song. But we can still play some chords along with that. It doesn't sound exactly the same as the original, but it'll work. So let's look at the verse. Okay. So first chord is A. We are in the key of A for the whole song. So we have an A, we have an E, we have a B minor, lovely bar chord. Probably the first that all you guys should tackle if you're just starting to tackle some bar chords. And then you go back to an E, and then an A. So the cycle for the verse is A, E, B minor, back to E, A, again, A, E, B minor, E, A. Cool. The chorus, even simpler: G, D, A. Those 3 chords love to be together. G, D, A, and G, D, A. Cool. The bridge F sharp minor. It's a fun bar chord for you. Okay. And then to A. And then F sharp minor again. And then we're going to chunk on an E for a while. The bridge kind of builds on this E to a lovely break before the chorus. And then the chorus. All right, so bridge again, F sharp minor. Anybody? A. I need someone to love. 1, 2, 3. Could it be anybody? And then the E. Builds for a while. All right, I think those are all the sections. Cool. Let's hit the bass. The bass. It's all about the bass, as somebody says. I don't know what her name is. Anyways, yeah, so the bass in the song is a little complex. It's kind of, for me, the bass lines are what make this song so compelling and so interesting. I'm going to try and give you some basic root notes that you can play underneath the chords, and then I can show you what the actual bass line is. I'm sure I'm not playing it exactly right, but closer to what they're playing on the recording. So a simplified version for the verse, you have your A. Now a lot of times the bass is not playing the root notes of the chords, which is great. Creates some of those kind of tensions between the chords and the bass lines. So I'll give you some variations on that. So you have your A, and then for your E chord, you're going to play a G sharp, and then for your B minor chord, you're going to play an F sharp. So just A, G sharp, F sharp, and then you can play an E, and back to your A. So that could be a simplified version for the verse. Okay, for the chorus, G, F sharp for the D, so it's like kind of a D over F sharp, G, F sharp, A, G, F sharp, D over F sharp, A. And then for the bridge, F sharp, and then A. Back again, F sharp. The second time I'm going to play an E. Play some of the octaves. Cool? All right, so more of the actual part. I'll play that really quick now. I'm not going to go through all the notes. I'm not going to say them as I play it, but if you want to try and follow along, go for it. So the verse. Oops, sorry. Okay, and then the chorus. Okay, and the bridge. You have a nice little walk up by the bass right before the bridge. Then walks down again. Get you a nice break. I need someone to love. And then you have your E here. I'm just messing around, but it's pretty much just E. Okay, that is the okay, the piano. So there's a lot of inversions going on in here that are helpful. If you remember when I try and do this from this angle and talk at the same time, it might be challenging. So inversions are when you reorganize the notes of the chord. It's the same chord, you're just reorganizing how you play it. And one of the great things about inversions, it is an interesting point. If I play this chord, because of the frequencies and the way we hear frequencies, the top note, the highest note, is always the note that we hear the loudest. So when we play inversions, that allows us to create or sync up with melodies with the top note. So if we're looking at an A chord and I hear this note, E, I hear this D. So let's look at the chorus real quick. G, D, it's an inversion, F sharp A, D, A. Okay? Now if we were to play inversions of those chords, we could have the melody in the top. G, D, A. Okay? So then we can actually hear the melody of the song. Have a little help with my friends. Right? Again, G. So inversions are great for syncing up with melodies and playing along with melodies. So that's our chorus. Our verse, I'm going to play an A, an E inversion, G sharp, B, E. Try to position my hand so you can see it. With a G sharp in the bass. B minor. And then E. And then back to A. So the whole verse cycle, A, E, B minor, E, A. And for our bridge, F sharp minor, F sharp, A, C sharp, back to an A. Back to our F sharp minor again. And then we go to an E. And we're going to build up on that. Okay, so those are our 3 piano sections with inversions. All right, cool. So that's it. Guitar, bass, piano. There's some great electric guitar parts on there, and there are some great tutorials on YouTube that'll teach you how to do it. I'm trying to move fast and get as many of these videos done as possible, but check out some online tutorials on how to play those awesome intro bends on electric guitar. And we have a very special family jam planned for this particular song. So I have enlisted some of our Park Slope Rock School friends to kind of help us out. So look for that, and we will see you at the jam. All right.